inseparability. That's all it is. It's nothing mystical. You know, when you experience your inseparability, and of course it has been formalized in the teachings of some great teachers. Buddha, who said the Four Noble Truths. Number one, there is such a thing as suffering. He didn't say life is suffering, he said life contains suffering. Okay. Then the second thing, the second noble truth is there are causes for suffering. And there's only one cause for suffering, by the way, the deeper level. You can link everything to suffering, whether it's social injustice or extreme poverty or economic disparities or eco-destruction or whatever. The fundamental cause, according to the teaching of the great Buddha, is the hallucination of the separate self which does not exist. The separate self does not exist. You are a web of relationships. That's all you are. Minus relationships, you don't exist. And the third noble truth is there is a way out. And the way out is this finding that domain of our awareness where we are inseparable from each other. So it's not that complicated. You know, spirituality is not some deep mystical experience. It's the experience of our non-local self.
So how do you sustain such a deep-rootedness as you travel everywhere? You must get physically tired, and you're exposed to all the same pressures that all of us are. Do you have a daily practice?
I don't get tired. My body sometimes does.
That's cute.
See, there are 4 levels of existence. It's very simple again. First is being. That's the most fundamental level of existence. Being, just to be. What she calls mindful awareness brings you to be. The second level of existence is feeling. The third level of existence is thinking. And the fourth is doing. Now in our society we have it the other way around. Most people are doing. And it's all about me and mine. And then when they're not doing, they're thinking, but they're worrying. And then they're feeling, but it's all anger and resentment and, fear and guilt and all of those things. And there's no being. So reverse it. Go back to being. And then evoke from that level the highest level of feeling. The most intelligent state of feeling, which is love and compassion. And you do that just by remembering an experience. So stay grounded in being, evoke the feeling of love and compassion, ask for creativity, and let go. And when the situation is right, the season is right, take action. And then take action which is for the highest good. But this is what yoga really means. The yoga of being is called Raj Yoga, meditation. The yoga of feeling is the divine qualities of love, compassion, joy at the success of others, and equanimity. The yoga of thinking is creativity, because there is no problem in the world that doesn't have a creative solution. As Einstein said, no problem can be solved at the level of consciousness in which it was created. So move to the next level. And then action is called karma yoga. So this is actually what yoga is. Raj yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, and karma yoga. And when you understand the meaning of yoga, it means union. Yoga, it's the same as the English word yoke. When Jesus says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So that's how you don't get fatigued.
I never have to share a pose again as long as I live. It's all yoga. There's a little exercise that I teach my clients that has helped me do what I think both of you are talking about. Imagine your head as an empty, round room that's lined with boxes. And there are like cedar chests, and there are toy boxes, and there are chests that have radioactive medical waste signs, danger signs on them, and they all contain memories. And you can go to a danger chest and open it up, and it's filled with razor wire and shards of glass and sulfuric acid. And if you pick up those memories and hold them, the tighter you clutch them, the more they hurt you. And other memories, you could put down the razor wire and go pick up a memory of a cuddly puppy from a toy box, and it would make you feel better. We preferentially, and I think media and culture encourages us to do this, we tend to typically hold on to the razor wire rather tenaciously, thinking that that somehow will make us safer. So imagine that you can do that deliberately, and then imagine in the center of the room a golden treasure chest. And right now, whatever razor wire you happen to be holding, you can have that later. But for the rest of this session, I want you to put it back in its box and close the lid. And then I want you to go to a box that has even the simplest memory of something beautiful. It could be the taste of a hamburger. You know, it could be a moment with your grandchild. It could be a moment with your dog or looking at the sky. Anything that is positive in any way, but the more positive, the better, and the more love, the better. And really hold that memory in both hands. Fill your consciousness with it. Just the sound of your dog sighing in your lap. That can fill a whole moment. And take it, imagine taking it and putting it in the box. And then go back and get another memory, a very different one, like a memory of hearing an orchestra play a gorgeous musical number where the music sweeps you away, or the first kiss with someone you've loved forever. Take that and soak it into every cell. Carry it and put it in the treasure box. So there's your dog, and there's the symphony, and there's your first kiss, and they're all in the same place. And every day I go to the treasure chest and I put in one more memory, and I bathe in all of them at once. And I just breathe that in for 3 or 4 minutes. And I also hold my pinky finger I take my left pinky finger and hold it in my right hand. And I only do that when I'm opening the treasure chest, and it creates a physiological trigger for that memory state. So only do that. And then when I'm having trouble and I get unsettled, I can sit and trigger my memories by holding that pinky finger. And because I practiced it every day, it's always there for me. So that one actually helps me because I need crutches. I'm not as enlightened as these folks. So